What's up, gentlemen? So today's video, I'm doing you and Big Al a solid. And by solid, I mean rock solid. So as you know, because you're a dude, there's sometimes that you get ready to rock and roll, it's like awesome, and you're like, yeah, check it out, right? Big, strong, sexy, and rock solid. But other times, it's a little less than rock solid, and sometimes semi-solid, and sometimes it's literally like trying to jam a warm stick of butter, kind of like smushes, right? It's not like real good, it's not enjoyable for her, for you, for anybody. But the good news is that there are some things that you can do that will naturally make it, I'm talking rock solid all the time. And guys, make sure to stick around to the end of the video where I'm gonna go over some natural supplements that you can take that also have the Alpha M Big Al seal of approval for making it harder, stronger, and technically a little bigger. Number one is exercise. Exercise is one of the best and most effective ways for you to get stronger, harder, specifically cardiovascular exercise, right? You gotta get that blood pumping, you gotta get it flowing. Research has shown that people that do cardio on a regular basis have bigger, stronger, more amazing Big Al's when he's ready to do what he does because of the blood flow, right? If you're never getting it circulated, if you're never getting it moving and pumping, he's not gonna pump and get moving when you wanna get pumping and moving. But it's not just cardiovascular. Lifting weights, guys, using your muscles and your body is also another way to boost strength, not to mention increase stamina and flexibility. All right, the other thing that lifting weights does is increase your testosterone level. Brings me to number two, testosterone level. Testosterone level has a direct impact on not only your ability to get and maintain a good one, it also increases the firmness, thickness, hardness, and strongness of it. Now, how do you know if your testosterone level is high, low, or what do you do about it, right? Well, Roman, today's video sponsor, I've talked about them a bunch because they basically are a men's health clinic that handles a lot more than just you not being able to get Big Al to do what he wants to do, right? Which they do. But they also treat premature, like you doing it a little bit too quick, but they also have testosterone testing and treatment. Up to 50% of men have something going on with their body that is preventing them from actually enjoying and having an amazing sex life. Guys, this is insane. I want you to hit our special link down below and go check out Roman. They offer a variety of solutions to a variety of issues that face men. One of my favorites are these, Roman swipes, all right? They're little benzocaine wipes. You don't need a prescription, right? The way that it works, you take one out, you open it up, right before you get ready to do whatever you're gonna do, you wipe it on Big Al, boom. It's gonna help you last up to 4 times longer. And of course, they also have prescription medication to help you maintain a super strong, rock solid one, right? Something else like we talked about, they offer testosterone testing and treatment so that you can get your sex drive where it needs to be. And the best part about Roman, everything is handled online. No trips to the doctor or the pharmacy. It's a total digital experience, which means you can handle everything from the comfort and privacy of your home. And if medication is appropriate, Roman will ship it directly to your door in a discreet package with free 2-day shipping. Guys, now is the time. Now, gentlemen, now is the time. Hit that link down below and go see what Roman has to offer you. You're gonna love them as much as I do. The link, it's special. You gotta go through there. Go to ro.co/alpha to get 20% off your first purchase. That's ro.co/alpha to get 20% off. Once again, it's ro.co/alpha for 20% off your order. The third way to not only make it harder, make it bigger, is to eat a healthier diet. All right, now, why I mean bigger is because if you're eating a diet that's high in crappy food, chances are your BMI or your body fat is actually gonna go up. When that happens, you're gonna have a bigger fat pad. The fat pad is at the base of Big Al. It pushes out, right? I've talked about this before. Think of this. This is your wiener. It attaches to your body inside, right? Here's your body. As you gain fat, look what happens. Exactly. Big Al gets smaller. The other thing that eating a healthy diet does, not only is it going to make you lose weight, which is going to make Big Al bigger, it's going to reduce your risk of diabetes, heart disease, which is one of the leading causes of ED. It's also going to reduce your chances of having high blood pressure, not to mention when you eat a cleaner, healthier diet, you're not going to be eating all the trans fats, all the sulfites, all the crap foods that actually constrict and restrict blood flow to Big Al, which brings me to some foods that you can actually eat to increase the flow to your main vein. There's a study done in 2016 that showed that spicy peppers make your pepper extra spicy in terms of harder. It's actually capsaicin, which is found in spicy peppers, all right? It's going to increase blood flow. It's also going to get the blood flowing to Big Al. Something else that will is onions. 2013, there was a study that showed that eating onions actually increases blood flow because of the antioxidant properties, not to mention some of the other amazing health benefits of onions. Even though your breath is going to be stinky, your wiener's going to be awesome. 2015 showed that cinnamon actually will increase blood flow and make Big Al awesomer because Well, cinnamon makes Big Al awesomer because of the blood flow, not to mention the antioxidant properties and the circulatory benefits of cinnamon. It's also super delicious. Me, a little sprinkle in my coffee, no wonder I'm always ready to rock. All right, something else, garlic. All right, you Italians out there, exactly. Once again, your breath is going to be stinky, but your wiener's going to be awesome. Caffeine is another one that actually has been shown to increase blood flow because it's a vasodilator, right? When you dilate the blood vessels, everything gets bigger, which means more blood can actually flow. Fatty fish like salmon, omega-3, right? Oh my God, that stuff is like gold in terms of monster, awesome, raging boners because, well, the fatty acid, right? It's an omega-3, it's gonna help with blood flow, it's gonna help reduce blood pressure, but it's gonna make everything just better and work more amazing, which means you're gonna be like, what? Do not eat a big meal before you wanna get frisky and freaky. For one reason, you're not gonna feel like getting frisky or freaky, but also rock solidness isn't gonna be there because when you eat a big meal, a lot of the blood is going to be diverted to your gut to digest and process as opposed to where it needs to be, which is Big Al. The next thing that's going to help make it harder, gentlemen, is you getting better sleep. All right, now, few studies have come out to show that if you are experiencing sleep deprivation, basically less than 6 hours, or sleep apnea, you have a higher rate or risk of developing ED. You also have a higher rate of obesity. The next thing that can help you get better ones is actually to lower your anxiety and stress. All right, there's a chemical called epinephrine that our body releases when we're feeling anxious or stressed out. Epinephrine increases the blood flow to places like your heart and your brain, but it diverts it from places like your wiener. The other downside to being stressed, right, is that cortisol is released. Cortisol, another one that is terrible for your body, right? It's going to increase your likelihood of developing like man boobs, not to mention you not having stellar erections. The next thing that you can do in order to make it harder, guys, is reduce the amount of alcohol and nicotine you consume. All right, so nicotine, vasoconstrictor, it constricts the blood vessel, which is not what we want. We want it to dilate. The bigger it is, the more blood that can flow. But when you constrict it, right, because of nicotine, it's actually going to prevent you from being as big, as hard, and all that good stuff. And alcohol also is not amazing for you being amazing, right? You may have experienced this, maybe, right? You drink a little too much, and even if you're like, yo, she's spicy, or she looks spicy because I've had a few drinks, so you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my God, right? Whatever, if you know, you know. When you drink alcohol, it depresses the central nervous system and basically prevents the brain-al action connection from happening super quick, right? And so you're trying, you're wanting to, but it's just not happening. And so you're like, kind of like semi, like warm butter in a light socket action, right? Whiskey weenie. It's happened to the best of us. And the last thing I want to talk about are some natural supplements, all right? I've talked about this before. L-arginine, right? It's an amino acid. I take it on a daily basis. Your body converts this L-arginine into nitric oxide, right? Nitric oxide is a vasodilator, right? Big veins and vasio action, right? Including down to your main vein. Now, something else is L-citrulline. L-citrulline is another amino acid that basically increases the amount of nitric oxide your body produces. The more nitric oxide, the bigger your vessels and the more blood can actually go, right? I noticed a dramatic difference when I started supplementing with L-arginine, right? Not only did I get more vascular, right? I'm talking rock solid. The herb horny goatweed sounds a little bit funny, but it's also been shown to reduce blood pressure and increase your action in terms of your action, right? Something else, DHEA, not to mention yohimbe, not to mention ginseng. But before you just start popping a bunch of supplements, do your own research and talk to your doctor. All right, if you're taking other medications, some of the herbal stuff can actually interfere and counteract some of the actual prescribed medications. So it's a good idea to actually go sit down and talk to your healthcare provider. But something else you need to do, guys, is understand that the FDA does not regulate the herbs and supplements and vitamins that you're actually taking, all right? It's something that's a little bit sketchy. So you got to make sure that you're taking it from a reputable company. And all those boner pills you see at the gas station, not reputable.